Hello, everybody. It's Friday. And that means it's time for the Gazette Radio Hour because it is 2 o'clock on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. It's the Gazette Radio Hour, Doug and John, the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette. For all you need to know to be in the know, John.
Doug, it seems like every week you get better and better and better.
I try.
It's only been like 2 years, 3 years.
I'm a
so you
slow
can go
learner.
home and practice.
I'm a slow learner.
Yeah, there's a lot of slow learning. Hey, you could, being such a slow learner, you could run for president.
Yeah, everybody else is.
I think you should. Or city council. It's all the same thing, isn't it? There's probably.
Or how about Congress?
Congress, there's a lot of bozos running for both spots, huh? Yeah, the presidential thing has. Can you imagine? This is what day is it? It's September 2015.
Right.
The election is still more than a year away.
Oh, but a year from now we'll have the nominees.
Oh, yeah, but the election
True.
is still more than a year away.
True that.
And I am absolutely fed up with everything having to do with
So you're probably glad football season started.
Oh, I can't wait. We're going to talk about football today.
There we are.
We are. I can't wait. Can we do it now?
No.
Okay, fine.
But obviously, when anybody talks, I was in one of my customers' office yesterday and they had CNN on, which isn't real conservative station.
Okay, it's not
network.
MSNBC.
No, it's not.
But it's not.
But
Fox
they had
News.
Trump on there from when he signed the pledge yesterday.
Oh, he signed the pledge.
So when CNN's having Trump on any time that he makes a public appearance,
Of course.
he's creating a stir.
It's first of all, it's comedy gold because the man just. He's playing to the crowds.
Yeah.
I mean, Doug, how many times have you sat in that chair or sat by that mic and said, "This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. I can't stand politics. I can't stand politicians. Everything's horrible. Blah 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 blah." Right?
And
what does Trump do?
I like the
exact same
Yeah.
thing. He's relating.
And
to
I
you.
like the way he's created a storm, but he's got to get specifics.
Specific.
Yes. Because he'll say they're going to build a wall, they're going to pay for it, I'm going to create jobs. And I love his attitude and his energy, but give me somehow you're going to do it.
Right. Well, we got a big show.
Okay, I'm ready.
You sure? Let's talk to we can something. We'll state politics for you because you made me wait to talk football. I'm going to make you wait to talk football too. We're going to bring Robert Patrick Lewis on.
We haven't had him on for a while.
He's been off probably
almost a month.
Probably doing some secret stuff that we're not supposed to talk about. He's maybe it was the reserve stuff. I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
We'll have to ask him.
That's scary. I don't want to. All right. You listen to Gazette Radio with Doug and John on AM 1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station. We'll be back with Robert Patrick Lewis.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Gazette Radio Hour on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. As I said, it's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. And we haven't had this guy on for a long time, John.
Yeah, I know.
Author.
I'm afraid to know what he's been doing.
Green Beret.
You give a Green Beret an idle month. I wonder what they do.
Yeah. What do they
invade
do?
somewhere? Robert, have you invaded a foreign country that we should know about?
Always preparing.
So how have you been?
I've been doing good. How you guys doing?
Getting disgusted with political politics, concerned about Iran. Other than that, things are great.
Yeah.
So, Robert, we were just talking about everybody's favorite, Donald Trump, and I was making mention that I like his energy, I like how he stirred the pot, I like how he's anti-establishment, but I'm starting to feel the need. He's got to get specific with how he's going to do what he keeps saying. What's your take?
Well, there was an article that I read in the Wall Street Journal yesterday or the day before that was extremely critical of Trump and his supporters to the point where it was essentially chastising and making fun and saying, if you still like Trump, you're a stupid racist, bigot or whatever. It was pretty poignant. The thing about it was going through and saying they're just supporting him because of his personality. Well, the problem with politics today is if you don't follow personality and you just vote on what a politician is saying, you're completely lost because everything they say is a lie at this point, right? When they're on the campaign trail, they say anything and everything that they think is going to get them elected. And unfortunately, it's not even their points. It's not even what they believe. It's what their PR people and their image people are saying. This is what's pulling the best. So this is what you need to say if you want to win. Well, Trump doesn't do that. Trump just says what he thinks. And like it or not, a lot of people really do like that personality and feel like it's a breath of fresh air to actually get somebody saying what they think.
Yeah, but come on. Donald Trump? I mean,
But John, he keeps going up in the polls. Every week he goes
Ronald
up.
Reagan?
yeah, but Ronald Reagan was governor of California, so let's not go crazy there.
He was also an actor, right? So
Yeah, but he already had executive experience.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Okay, yeah. I think if you ask most of California, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, can we get a do-over? Can we get a mulligan?"
Well, California, the term low intelligence voter or low information voter should be synonymous with California at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because you go through, you poll the people of California, asking them, do you think the state's on the right track? Almost all of them will say no. But then they go and vote for the same person or the same party or the same things that got us here. So honestly, I just don't think that any voting in California should all be taken with a grain of salt.
They keep bringing back people from the dead who really aren't dead.
And
we'll leave it at that.
People keep coming back from the dead to vote too.
Yeah, that's probably true. And make a train. All right, but okay. So if you're serious about Trump, okay. What's the next step for him? I think Doug's right. He's got to come up with some plans. He's got to come up with something specific that people can sink their teeth into and evaluate, other than just rhetoric, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to do that. I mean, we're a year away. Come on, people.
Well, that's the problem. A lot of people, and I think during the debate and YouTube clips since, a lot of people are making light of Trump flip-flopping. And as much as people tend to look down on it, honestly, I think flip-flopping is a good sign in some instances because it shows that a person is intelligent enough to take in new information, realize and possibly admit they were wrong, and change their point of view, right? That's human intelligence, is I have the ability to learn new information and say, oh, I was wrong. Well, you know what? I should look at it differently then. Whereas a lot of politicians are just sticks in the mud, and they just stick to this one thing no matter how much data comes out showing it to be wrong. Hey, at least he's showing that he's willing to change with the times.
To about kind of like Doug, he does every once in a while. When?
But honestly, like Trump, his big thing is his business background, right? So if he really needs to come with some solid something besides rhetoric, it should be business. It should be the economy. It should be what specifically he will do to turn the economy around. I think that's a strong suit. That's what he needs to showcase.
I would like, because he always says, I know how to deal with the Chinese. I know how to deal with the Mexicans. I know how to deal with Japan. I would like him to say what he's done in the past, what he did, what kind of deals he struck with them, how he negotiated, how he handled them.
Well, and that is unfortunately with business, especially at that multi-million billion-dollar level. A lot of that stuff is information that you can't really share with the public. I would bet. There's a lot of contracts that probably specifically state non-competes. I'm sure he signed a lot of non-disclosure agreements. So some of that stuff he might not be able to say.
Good point.
Whereas, if it was Hillary Clinton, she wouldn't care. She'd just put it on
no, she would still care. She would care. She'd just put it on her email. And then,
Yeah, she'd only care if people...
The email server in the bathroom, not the one in the living room.
Ooh. All right, we'll get to Hillary. All
right, so wait a minute.
Wait, we'll get to Hillary in a minute.
I got rumors, okay?
What?
Well, what do you think about... I heard this, and you hear this a lot. Somebody in the race is actually running for vice president. Okay. I heard Carly is actually running for vice president.
Well, that'd be smart. I think that'd be smart on her.
I think it's smart on her point.
Yeah.
I think it makes. She'd be great, but I don't think she's got the gravitas.
Oh, I don't know. I disagree.
No, on a national scale, she doesn't have the gravitas yet.
Yeah,
she needs.
Give her a few more debates, more interviews. Yeah, exactly. I just heard her today on Fox Business. She's
brilliant. The problem is if it's Trump and Carly. That's a lot of business. That's a lot of business acumen, but not a whole lot of anything else.
Hey, folks, we're talking to Robert Patrick Lewis on the Gazette Radio Hour. Robert, how do I say? What's going to happen? Because at some point, these candidates they're going to start dropping out. And the key is in where are their support? Where's the support and their votes going to go?
Right.
Is it going to be spread out, or is it going to go right to the front runner?
Yeah, well, that's a pretty big issue, and that again is the problem with the field being so saturated right now. They're kind of picking off each other's potential voters, and that is a difficult thing because, there are people with Ron Paul and Rand Paul that would only vote conservative while Ron Paul was in the running, and as soon as he jumped out, they went Democrat. Right? So that's something that I don't think the GOP looks at because they are a little egotistical, right? They seem to just think, well, we're the GOP, everybody's going to vote for us, or at least everybody conservative. And they don't understand there are a lot of people on the fence that will no longer vote party line because they've been burned by the party.
Yep.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan's first rule, right?
Right, and that's a big thing that I think they really need to take into consideration, that there are people out there, Ted Cruz, Rand Paul, they have a very particular demographic where a lot of them might, if they don't have Rand or Ted to vote for, might go away from the party completely.
Yeah. All right, other rumors I heard. You ready?
Yeah.
Forget Joe Biden. If he runs, he's going to do so on his own, not necessarily with the backing of the Democratic infrastructure. However, they're bringing somebody out of mothballs. Yes, he's back, the inventor of the internet.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Al Gore. It'll be Al Gore, and then guess who they're going to put underneath of him?
Hillary Clinton.
Not Hillary Clinton, but a woman. Elizabeth Warren.
Palin?
Warren. Palin. Oh, no, that would be fun. Talk about
we have Elizabeth Warren. Is she still claiming she's American Indian, or has she gone away from that?
I don't know.
So you have somebody who claims he invented the internet and someone who claims she's American Indian. That should be the Truth and Consequences Party.
You hear these rumors, and it's some of them are funny.
Yeah. Well, hey, Joe Biden, I think a lot of people will be very happy with him running just because it'll provide an awful lot of commentary and a lot of sound bites and a lot of good late-night talk show jokes.
Oh, if I were Donald Trump, I would pay him to run.
Yeah.
Please, take the light off me and my hair.
Kind of a side note, Robert, I read, I'm almost done with it, Ted Cruz's book, and it is very eye-opening as far as what goes on in the Senate. He talked about when he first went there and they were voting on the debt ceiling, and the establishment, the John McCains and the Mitch McConnells and Lamar Alexander, and they ganged up on Ted Cruz, and they basically cornered him and said, we can't let the public, you tell the public that you're conservative, but when it comes time to vote, you vote, our way because we don't want to cause problems here, and you're making us look bad. And it just made me irritated as I'll get out that these guys they come out and talk being conservative, but when you get them behind, when the rubber hits the road, they're wimps.
You're a Trumpite.
Well, yeah, and if you just look at a lot of these guys' voting records, at the end of the day, the Republican Party, the GOP, was supposed to stand for smaller government, personal rights, where the government doesn't really have the ability to tell you what to do, states' rights over federal rights, right? Yeah. But if you look at the way that they vote, smaller government, yet they always vote for, if it's one of their campaign fundraisers, they'll, give them billions of dollars hands down to increase the size of the government as long as they are getting these government contracts. The ability, the personal right, the inalienable rights of the American citizen. But not if you want to marry somebody that we don't like, or there's all these little things that they come in and they say they are as conservative and right wing as they can possibly get, but then when they vote and they talk and they show their actual values, it's nowhere near what the party is supposed to represent.
All right, we're talking to Robert Patrick Lewis on the Gazette Radio with Doug and John. Hey, Robert, we're turning the page. I gave Doug the official turn the page signal,
and I didn't know what he meant.
I know. So now, I had to tell him we had an official turn the page signal, and then I had to show it to him, and then I had to get it registered and copyrighted. It's a long, involved process.
It's like the government.
Yeah. Okay. What's the thing that's keeping you up at night?
Right now, it's too hot. No, in all honesty, everybody's probably seen the headlines. There's 5 Chinese warships that went through American waters, right? That are in the Arctic Sea or off the coast of Alaska. The fact that it's just open now, that people are no longer afraid to push our limits, right? That people are no longer afraid to go beyond our boundaries, right? They know that no matter how many lines in the sand Obama's going to draw, he's not going to back anything up. They are, it seems like, just like Bill Clinton did, racing as quickly as they can to dismantle our military. At the same time, you have somebody like Hillary Clinton who these things that are just outright bold-faced security breaches.
Right.
I mean, the things that she did, if I had done that when I was in Special Forces, I would have lost my top secret security clearance. I probably would have been kicked out of the Army, and I would have been prosecuted. Right?
Yeah.
Because even if she says it's something that wasn't classified until later, the idea that she was supposed to be a State Department person who had the ability to classify things herself and didn't understand this could be classified or this is of a sensitive nature that even has the possibility to be classified. Here's the thing. She's either so incompetent she doesn't understand that, or she does not care. And the fact that she somehow still has supporters, and somehow this is not a huge issue. And
Okay, did we lose him?
Robert, are you?
Yeah, I think we lost him. Oh well. So that is scary. There's a couple other things that are scary.
Okay, and the first thing he said was that they don't, they're not afraid of us, and not so many words. Why is that, John?
Well, the Army's in the worst shape it's ever been.
Why is that?
Budget cuts.
Yeah.
They don't spend the money that they need to spend. But so there used to be, and I was going to talk to Robert about this. We'll probably have to have him on next week because we've got other guests lined up. So thanks so much, Robert, for being on Interviewers. Anyway, didn't it used to be 2.5 wars? We had to be prepared to fight 2.5 wars.
Right. Yes, correct.
I don't think we're prepared to fight one now.
No.
And that's the scary part. That's number one. Number two, I heard something that they're building a tunnel from Alaska to Russia. Is that the most bizarre thing ever? Why would we give them the ability to do that?
Yeah, I don't.
It seems like it's going to be one of those things that just, hey guys, let us help build a freeway. It's like. Did you ever watch Blazing Saddles? Now, Blazing Saddles, they could never.
Hi, Kyle. You ready to go on the air?
Uncaged?
Yes.
Were going to move to town and
Good.
had to delay.
Are you ready to go on air?
They put up a toll bridge.
What's that?
Okay.
I'm going to put you on the air right now. You ready?
When Russia starts coming up to us and asking for all of our quarters, Obama's got a toll bridge between Russia and Alaska, and that's exactly what it's going to be. It's exactly what it's going to be. How do we do this, Doug? I mean,
and if you read my rant this week, somebody had written into the semi-daily paper here and said, we are in the best shape that we've been in for 6.5 years as a country.
I don't know about that.
And I go, really? You gotta be kidding me.
That stumps me. You know what we should do?
Cage Jazz Peter speaking.
The exact turn the page sign.
Oh, shit. Hold on a second.
Hey,
wait a second, guys.
Because I'm tired of talking about this stuff. I don't know about you, but it seems like we need to talk about something completely different.
Like happy hour?
Like happy hour.
On a Friday?
On a Friday. Mr. Happy Hour, you're there, I hope.
No.
Peter, you there?
Mr. Happy Hour, you're there?
He's on. Talk to him.
Is this Mr. Happy Hour?
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
Good. There we go. Yeah, minor technical difficulties, I guess. But everybody could hear you but me. So it's minor because it's only me.
Get us out of our misery, Mr. Happy Hour.
Yeah.
Give us something to look forward to.
There's got to be a good happy hour out there.
Good happy hour. Hey, one of my new clients wants to talk about Larson Steakhouse.
Oh.
You guys ever been there?
No, I
have.
Ooh.
Once.
Really, really, really good. It's Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., and it's all day Sunday. But that is a great, great happy hour. If you want some upgraded, drinks and food, excellent place.
Oh, you can impress people by taking them there.
Really impressive. And they have a piano hour, so you got a little bit of piano going on in the background, and the lights are dim, and really, really cool place.
That sounds kind of neat. What are the specials like? Anything good?
Yeah, you would think it'd be really, really expensive. I mean, you go out to dinner, it's going to be a little pricey, but draft beer is $4, or house wine, some really great house wines for $6. Well drinks are $6. They got the well martinis for $7.
Ooh.
And then, on the food side, if you ever had some of the appetizers, the crab cakes are to die for. A single crab cake goes for $7.95. I mean, it's just awesome. Really, really good. Shrimp cocktail, $8.95. You got some cured scallops for $11.95. The filet mignon sliders are freaking ridiculous for $13.95. Excellent. Really, really, really good place.
That sounds pretty good. That sounds really
Yeah.
good. So do you think, from a pure romance standpoint, is that the most romantic happy hour you've got?
Why are you asking this?
I'm not asking this in any particular reason.
I thought maybe there's something you weren't telling us.
Yeah, that would have to be one of the most romantic places for happy hour. Absolutely. And another place too is Olive Terrace Bar and Grill. You know, more on the kind of fine dining. That's a kind of a nice little romantic spot to go to, also for happy hour.
Refresh my memory. Where is that located?
That one is on New Hall Ranch Road, 28261. It's in the complex where you got Spartan Farm and LA Fitness.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ranch.
Oh, that's right. You know something, Mr. Happy Hour? It's funny you brought that up. Last time I went out to a romantic happy hour, guess where I went?
Oh.
You did.
And guess where I got that information? You want to tell everybody where I got that information, Doug? Everybody, where did I get that information? Where do you think?
Where do you get it, Mr. Happy Hour?
SCVHappyHour.com, your only resource for the best happy hours in Santa Clarita Valley.
That's true. You're beginning to sound like Mr. Movie Tone. You're getting a lot better of a radio voice, I got to tell you.
You guys are going to have to bring me and just hire me for bring on another show.
There you go.
It's a great job. The pay is not so good, though.
Yeah, and the benefits aren't as good as you would think.
Yeah, I need some help.
Yeah. All right, so turning back to sports.
Yes.
Best sports happy hour in SCV that you think? I mean, and best is kind of subjective, but to me, what are the good ones?
I mean, Big Wang's is great, and also too, Doug. I did a little bit of research. I still got to complete it, but you were talking about the college package.
Oh yeah,
right.
Big Wang's has that, and also Bergie's and Canyon Country has that.
Oh, there you go.
They're all signed up. I think anybody with time warm, they still got to pay. It's kind of a separate package, so they still got to sign up for it, and it's not free. So,
yeah.
But right now, those two places, Big Wang and Bergie's, do have it.
Yeah, you mentioned Bergie's. To me, that's a hidden gem for me of this community.
Yeah.
Those guys are cool. The thing that's
really cool.
The thing that surprised me, Mr. Happy Hour, and here goes my complaint of the week, and I got this from a buddy. Buffalo Wild Wings, you have to be careful. Maybe call it ahead if you're looking for football games from the Pac-12 network. While they have it, they were having. Last time my buddy was there to watch the Arizona game last night, they were having some technical difficulties.
Whoa!
So it's like, man, you got to be careful. It is. Does anybody else think that's the silliest thing ever? You can only watch some of the games some of the time in some of the places.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be very accurate.
That's silly, yeah.
Something to recommend to people. Mr. Happy Hour, I got to thank you.
We're up against the clock.
But I got to thank you for making my hour a little bit happier.
Yeah, anytime, any place, anytime. You guys have a great holiday weekend.
And that's SCVHappyHour.com. Everything you need to know about Happy Hour Santa Clarita.
You got it.
All right, thanks, Mr. Happy Hour. We'll talk to you again, I'm sure. All right, you're listening to Gazette Radio with Doug and John on AM 1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station. We're back after this.